You almost can't see him, huh? The kitty. There he goes. What you doing, Jake? He's doing pretty good with the other cats. So, I'll probably wait till 2-minute morning or 2-minute mark. Actually, I'm gonna go get some ice real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm not sure if anybody joined. Took a little longer than I thought. Had a scared kitty. He keeps getting skittish, and I just now figured out why he's being a little skittish. Fireworks. So, people with fireworks drive me. But we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. All right. Let's get started. Let's do this. Welcome. All right, so we got some people here. So, welcome to the Daily Trudge. I'm Dion. Usually I'll be a little bit more inspirational, but that ain't happening today. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. It's getting old, man. Oh, we're all inclusive. Everybody's welcome in it. But as soon as you enter, then you find out the shenanigans, the power control, the bullshit happening. You know, I am tired of trying to help to have it either fall on deaf ears, be ignored, to be appeased, which is even fucking worse. Okay. Appeasement is, hey, are you going to take these mattresses that you said you wanted? Yeah, let me ask my boss not to hear you back from you. Come on. You think it's just okay to waste my fucking time? This is bullshit. Okay. I'm tired of going to these meetings, especially these Zoom meetings, where 90% of the people don't even have their fucking cameras on. I'm thinking about starting, maybe I ought to start a closed AA meeting that requires you to have your camera on. Same. My camera's always on. And half the time I'm in my pajamas. Oh, well, my hair's not done today. I give a fuck. So, you know, when you woke up in the morning, didn't do your hair, got in the car in your fucking pajamas to go to the fucking liquor store, you cared then too? Recovery ain't about being pretty. Okay? Recovery events, unless they are held by an AA club, they're bullshit. It's for profit. It's for their own bullshit, and they'll just continue consuming the money. Okay. So My move will be no more moves. Nope. If you want my help, you're going to have to pay now. The only things that I will be doing now are the podcast and the lives. I'm going to shut down Trudging Together. I'm going to shut down Club Trudge. Honestly, I don't need it. I don't see why we need it anymore. It's, every time I could try and go do something, even with the church, and I really believed in that. Please don't get me wrong. The pastor there is fucking fantastic. I love her, but I found out some other things, and I can understand why she's leaving, and I don't fucking blame her. But I put all my trust in that. I'd put my trust in that we were actually going to do something. Now it's going to be handed over to some people that are just fucking around. I don't trust them. I was doing that because of her, because she had my back. But if she's not going to be there anymore, then neither am I. So I can, because if you're going to cause more bullshit for me to get something done for you, I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I will let your shit fall on the ground now. It's not my problem. You're going to hear, I'm trying to find my boundaries. I kind of pissed my wife off yesterday with this. But, if Al-Anon doesn't want to show up to open up the meeting, to start their meeting, that's not my fucking problem. But I guess I had promised that I would be there, but I wasn't going. And she went. I was going to go, but she said, with that attitude, probably not best. And she was right. She was right on that, by the way. Because I probably would have went there and my attitude probably would have gotten worse. So I listened to her on that one. That was a good suggestion. Because she didn't say it meanly. She just said a matter of fact. Dion, no. No, you're being a dick. You ain't going. It was a smart choice. I don't even know if anybody showed up for the meeting. It all started 4 or 5 years ago when recovery coaching came out and they decided to go ahead and let recovery coaches start taking insurance unregulated. And I knew that's when things would go bad. Because, see, I understand something. I understand something very, very clear. Because for the last 100 years, we've tried all these things hundreds of times and they never work. See, I keep telling people in Colorado that we're ranked 48th, and people run around, oh, we have the best of the best. No, you don't. Okay, and what they're doing is they're copying each other. So you know what'll happen? We will remain 48th. Actually, it'll get worse because Oregon's actually doing something about what they're doing. In Colorado, it's horrible. And the worst part about it is the denial. The denial of the people in the state. It's the worst part. It's horrible. It is. Oh, Colorado thinks they're so advanced. No. We sweep our problems under the rug around here. Yeah. Oh, we'll clean it up and we'll take our homeless and we'll go and shove them somewhere else so you don't have to see them. We are California. I've not figured this out yet. We are the next California. Look what's happening to California and all the fraud. There's like hundreds of people going to jail right now over millions of dollars because of sober living. So you tell me if it's going to work. Okay. I'm tired of going to these meetings and people saying we do this, we do that. Shut your fucking mouth. Bullshit. Quit announcing your goddamn time. Stop it. There's a lot of tomfoolery going on in meetings. And what will happen is it will dissipate. It will dissipate. You will get somebody like me where you kept piling on the work and I'm over here going, you can't do this, you can't do this. And I'll just walk away, man. And I will do it with no guilt. I don't feel guilty at all. Okay. I kept saying, hey, you guys, I do enough service work. I feel like you're using me. That's what I said last week. And then on Saturday, I said, I cannot host on Friday, period. Okay. But if I didn't host, there wouldn't have been a meeting. So I wrote the group and I said, hey, you guys realize I got fucking life too. Okay. I did it nicer than that. You know me. Okay. And, I told them, hey, this is unacceptable. It is uncool. I am stepping down. Okay. Here's the problem. Here, I'm going to tell you what's going on and what the problem is. I'm being a codependent, and I keep trying to tell them you need to take this over. But instead, they just did more. So what do I do in codependency? I'm going to let you fail. That's the rule. You passed my boundary as a group. I'm not upset at anybody in particular. I'm not really mad at anybody. I am very frustrated at the fact that I've had a week of people just pulling out. I feel like I've just wasted my time again. And I'm upset about it. I'm pissed. I am pissed. I have stated my intentions. I've been very clear about what I want to do and what it is that I'm going to do. So when I come to you and I say I'm going to do that, and you're like, yeah, we're going to do that. I kind of tend to think you're gonna. You know how many people come in and out of this fucking thing? Hundreds by now. Hundreds. Okay. So if you want to keep going to meetings and hiding behind your camera, not talking, you gotta claim this. If you don't claim your sobriety, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna be fake happy for a little bit, then you're gonna go back out. I see it happen day after day after day. And I know. I don't say anything. You need to go through what you need to go through. Besides, they ain't gonna listen to me on that. Not on that. Denial runs deep, my friends. Denial runs deep. I kind of give you the situation that I'm working with here. Okay. What I have is a government who will not hire the right people because they want to keep their precious money. Okay. Now in Colorado, detox gets paid one of two ways. I'm going to try and keep this nice and simple. Okay. Because they like to make it confusing. Okay. So they get paid one of two ways. You either hire people with bachelor's degrees or you have what's called a success rate. The success rate pays more. But you know what they go for? The bachelor degree. Actually, let's go with this because that's where it belongs. They go after the bachelor degree. Okay. I'll tell you what would create a good success rate in a detox. People that are recovered alcoholics and addicts. Yeah, that's who works detox. Then those people with bachelor's degrees, what they do is they work in treatment centers, and you and I make them willing so that they go to the treatment centers. But instead, what they're doing is they're working at detox where they can help no one and go home unsatisfied, and no one gets any help. Nothing has been done. Well, that's not true. Okay? Because your job at detox is to make sure that they're physically safe. That's them, not me and you. Okay? So I have the one side over here, the government, who loves the fact that they love the fact that you don't get any help. Because then you have to come back. And then they make more money. See, they love it. They love it. Then on the other hand, I got AA over here in Colorado where we're stuck on, if you're willing to be a sponsor, please raise your lazy fucking hand. Oh, and don't get me wrong, if you're willing to be a sponsor, I think that's great. But it wasn't until I came in this time that I even heard of it. I was always taught to find your sponsees. That's part of the service work. How is that person going to find a sponsee when they don't have anything yet? All their best ideas got them where they're supposed to be, got them right there. And then you're going to tell them that they have to make a very important decision. Well, I need to know they're willing. I will slap you if you say that in front of me. They're not willing. No, you got upset because they wouldn't listen to you. Okay? The only time they are unwilling is when they say, I am not willing. That is the only time you can say that they're unwilling. And it makes it even tougher when somebody's here and they don't necessarily like what I have to say, so they leave before they get the answer. That is prejudgment, my friends. That is contempt prior to investigation. I've been doing this for a long fucking time. And I know what the fuck I'm talking about with a lot of this. I don't know everything. I know a lot of it though. I know what route you're going. I know what's the right way. I know all this shit. So what do I have? I have laziness. I have the power, the people that are holding the power. Then I have the people in AA saying, well, I can only change me. God, you weak fucks. So fake. It drives me crazy being around people who fucking refuse to be themselves because they want to be liked. Because I need hearts and likes and loves. Fuck's wrong with you? I don't support people that support bullies. I do not support people that support bullies. Got it? I hope you get that shit. People don't seem to understand it. Okay? If you are out there and you're working both sides, you're worse than both sides. In my book, pick a side. Go with it. For God's sakes, grow a set of fucking balls. I don't mean it that way. Let's do that a different way. You know what? Talk to God. Get some courage. There we go. Okay, because that's the better way to do it. That's the better way. All right. Now I know it isn't easy to be your true self. I know. It's scary, man. What are people going to think of you? I don't care what people think of you. Did you know that the people that say, I don't care what people think of me, have the very lowest self-esteem? I mean, let's talk about that. Yeah, I give a fuck what people think of me. Come on. If my wife's mad at me, oh, my world's fucking over, man. Are you kidding? If my kids are upset with me, it affects me. If I hurt my friends, you bet I do care what other people think of me. Now, I can't let that control my worth. I do not determine my worth. God determines my worth. I'm going to rephrase that. I do my best to not determine my worth and let God do it. I'm saying it that way right now because I haven't been doing the best at it lately. Okay? But I know that. I know that. And because I know that, I can just be okay with it. And that's honest. That's true honesty. Hey? You know, I wish God would just give me my fucking arena so I could do what it is that I do best instead of having to fuck around with all these fake people. you know. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular. There's no one person on my mind. Okay. I got plenty of people out there that follow me, like me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But I'm not here for friends. Right. I'm here for camaraderie. Sure. You know, why is it that people think that I always want to do this? You know, like, and I'm not putting down sobriety houses. It's just an example. Okay. Because they haven't responded to me yet. And so I wrote Sobriety House and I said, hey, you know, I thought this was going to be more like a team thing. And I'm just out here alone. I would have thought out of all the people that you have at Sobriety House, one of them could have shown up for it. Do you guys have a group? Do you have a team? Because if not, then I'm sorry, but I ain't gonna help. What am I? Well, I'm gonna go out and do all your work and get all this. What am I gonna get out of it? What am I getting out of it? Oh, I thought it was because of the love of doing it. Sure. But this is an AA. But this is an AA. Right? Another place I'm stuck. Adams County. Right? So they're bringing on this detox that I yelled at them about for a few months, coming in August. When we're supposed to be like settling things. Okay. Now, the detox is the people that are doing the detox. I worked at their other detox, and that detox is shit. It is plain shit. And I told Adams County that. I'm like, it's shit. And if that's what you're going to give us over here, we don't want it. That'd be a huge waste of your $1.2 million. There have got to be some changes. And since you didn't let me talk before, you best let me talk now. And you better let me be involved. I put more thought into that. And, you know, they're all on vacation while we're working the front lines, you know. So on Monday, you know, she might write back, she might not. But I wrote her the other day and I said, hey, you know what? I've been thinking on this. You need someone like me. And you need to pay me to do it. I'm not going to do it for free. And I tell you, they're going to come back. I already know what they're going to say. Oh, we don't have money for something like that. Okay. And I'm going to write back and I'm going to say, why are you lying to me? Why would you lie to me like that? Why? Am I what effing here a little bit? But I'll bet you $10 I'm right. Okay. Gary? Well, Gary's probably on my side if I know I ain't gonna take that bet. Because Gary's found out about my intuition. And it's almost always right. Okay. But, you know, I'm tired of hearing people say, Dion, you're doing great work. We'll see you around. I don't know how many times somebody has come to take a look at the church, right? And they are in the program. And I'll say, why don't you stick around for the meeting? Oh, no, I'm busy. Oh, okay. It's a lie. I know when I'm being lied to. I know when you're uncomfortable. I know when people hem and haw with me, I just know it. And I wish you'd just get to the fucking point and be honest with me. Okay. Earlier, I'll give you a great example. Today, with the 3 p.m., I put in there, hey, you know, and one person responded and they took responsibility. They were honest with me. I told that person, thank you, and I love you. I fucking love you for that. Because they were honest with me, and I hardly ever get that. they're not honest with me very often. Okay. But I allow that because I understand that you may be spiritually sick and maybe you're not at a point yet where you can be that honest with yourself yet. So I'm going to give you that leeway. So what? So fucking what? I'd have to say that right now, you know, a couple of my biggest frustrations are that I've been doing this for a while and it hasn't, it's helped people. So please don't get me wrong. We still help people every single day. It still does that. And that won't ever stop. It's too big now. I've got like 100 stories. That's just going to keep playing and playing and playing. So, but it's the fact of seeing other people, and I'm going to use the word, even though it's not the right word, with power, abusing it, when I know if I had that power, I wouldn't do that. And I do wonder, it's like, why is that? I mean, that's just that it feels, which is not a fact, unfair. Right? It's unfair. Like there's this one company and they have the contract that goes with the big recovery thing downtown. Okay. That person did not fucking earn it. And it has been turned into a piece of shit. I know who started it because it was my mother's sponsor. Her name is Joe Wright. She started a Rapo House, which was when we had a Rapo House, we were number 7 in the country. Now we're 48. Okay. What happened? Community Service Resource came along, bought a bunch of them, killed some people, shut it down, gone. They took the money and bought their big old houses up in Boulder. That's what happened, man. And you're not angry. And that makes me wonder why the recovery community is not fucking livid. Makes me wonder. It makes me wonder so much. Okay. Contempt prior to investigation. There's a place here. I'm going to bring up the name, but it's more of a church than a recovery center. It is pure fake. The man that runs it, he has divided so many groups in this city because of his bullshit, because of his crap. Oh, bring me your weak, bring me your tired. Out here in white suburbia. Fuck you, dude. Wow. And people get pulled in on this place all the time. And it's fake. But when you're a lemming and you don't know any better, you're going to think it's real. And then you're going to walk away from that place and 2 days later, you're going to wonder why you feel like shit again. Because they sold you on one concept. Gotta stay positive. That's it. Okay. See, that was one of those guys where he was on my show and then I was supposed to be on his show. And a month later, he totally forgot my name. Fake. And it gets to me because there are people like I know very, very well. Like there's one person I know, she deals with them too. I do stuff for her. So, and I know what she does. So when I see her going on all these fucking vacations on the dime of everybody else, it makes me wonder, should I continue to be friends with them? I do not support people that support body brokers. I was in a meeting, or I was in a group, this one group, and somebody did an at everyone, and it was Joe Nestor. And I said, can you please not tag me on these? And what she wrote was, and acceptances that like it was some confrontational thing. All I said was, please don't tag me. And she wrote something about, and acceptance is the answer to all of our problems. And this thing wasn't an acceptance thing. And I wrote back and I said, I was trying to be nice, but the problem is that this guy is a known body broker and I'm not going to support it. And I left the group. Then I reported them for posting harmful stuff. See, when you know and you do it, you're the fucking problem. But I want to look cool, so I'm gonna put out Chandra and Joe, and then everybody will love me because this is good stuff. You know what? Good luck. All right. I think that's good. I think that's where I should end. So I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. I love you. Peace out.